Hi good YouTube, I'm X, and today I want to do my second video on old school holo cards in a handmade tier list, you could say. Second setup is Dark Crisis, and I'm doing the first 10 sets in reverse chronological order, so after Invasion of Chaos last time, this time it's Dark Crisis' turn. I shuffle the cards, I will do them in random order, and I will put them where I think they belong, so it's my personal opinion. Please don't take offense if you think some cards are placed in the totally different category. You can let me know about that in the comments and tell me your stories about them, but yeah, let's keep it cool. Cost Down is the first card. This is an ultra rare, a card that can see some play from time to time in older formats. Yeah, it's basically 2 cards investment to normal summon without tributing for level 5 or 6 monsters. I like the artwork of Swords Piercing 2 level stars, even though it's on a level 4 monster, as you can see, so it wouldn't work too well with that. But I like the artwork. I think the card is cool. I remember my friend Chris running this, so yeah. I'm tempted to put it in A, but for now let's put it in B. We have Dark Master Zog as second card, another cool card with kind of a, creepy dark artwork, because he's a fiend, he's the Dark Master. And I actually played this for a while in a Dark Ritual based deck, and yeah, the artwork itself is not as strong as the one for Cost Down in my opinion, but it's kind of okay, so it's like in the lower parts of B tier for me. Next up, Guardian Seal. Yeah, I don't like this artwork too much, to be honest. That's just some weird animal thingy with a crossbow, I think. Or just bow and arrow. I never actually played this card. Guardians were not too prominent. Of course, Raphael used them in the anime. Only duelist to defeat Yugi in a fair way, you could say. But I don't think he even used that one. So, yeah. I don't have any special connections. I don't think the artwork is too nice, so that's a D. Oh, cool. Next up is Vampire Lord. I have not too fond memories, but I have memories of playing against that card, so that's because they are not fond. My friend Raul played it back in the day. He had a zombie deck, and yeah, this card was a menace. The artwork itself is nice. I like the secret rare effect on the older cards, and I managed to get a first edition copy, so I'm happy about that. And Vampire Lord is, yeah, strong artwork, strong card. I sometimes play zombie decks in Goat as well, so yeah, this card is very nice. Let's put it in A. Whoops. Number 5, Mirage Knight. That's a super rare, and I remember I had this way back. Of course, the card itself was useless, but I was hyped when I pulled it because it was an anime card, and I think Yugi and Joey used that after they've used their deckmasters in the Virtual World arc. And yeah, he looks cool. He's of course not too strong or anything, but he's a decent candidate for a B tier. Judgment of Anubis. Yeah, that's about my reaction when I pulled this card, and believe me, I have pulled this way more often than Vampire Lord, I guess. And of course you don't want to see this card, because it's, yeah, Dark Crisis is one of the sets with the highest disparity between the 2 secret rares in terms of value, alongside Invasion of Chaos and Magician's Force. So 3 sets in a row with 1 very good secret rare card and 1 pretty bad one. This got the short end of the stick, and yeah, the artwork is, yeah, okay-ish, but the effect itself is not great, and the value isn't there either, so let's put it in C. It was used in the anime, at least, by Odeon against Joey, and if it had the same effect as in the anime, it would be, yeah, probably in B tier, but it hasn't, so yeah, it won't go there. So, we have a Kaiba card in here. Of course, Vampire Lord is a Kaiba card as well, and Cost Down, I think. But Interdimensional Matter Transporter is another card Kaiba used. The effect itself is not too great. I think the artwork is okay, but nothing spectacular, so that's, yeah, for now, another C tier. Butterfly Dagger Elma. Of course, this card will always be banned, I think, because yeah, simply returning to the hand without any cost or anything is kind of too good. And there were the combos with Gearfried. I think you have all heard about them if you know anything about old school Yu-Gi-Oh! So yeah, broken card. I remember pulling this in my first ever Yu-Gi-Oh! YouTube appearance, not on my channel but on the channel of friends. I don't think they have that anymore, but I opened a few Dark Crisis packs with them and I pulled this one, this exact card, so yeah. Cool memory of that. It's a more recent one, but yeah. The artwork itself doesn't look too great, so I will put it in C. And let's see what's up next. Oh, Kaiser Glider. Yeah, it's a dragon. It's a dragon with decent stats for level 6. And it also has an effect that is not bad, but for some reason nobody played it. And yeah, so even friends of me who had dragon-based decks didn't run it, so I think, yeah, the card has some potential, but didn't really live up to it, in my opinion. So yeah, the artwork itself, that dragon looks kind of wacky, so nah, that's a D. Terror King Archfiend, on the other hand, I love this artwork. The chessboard in the background, like the other Archfiend cards, and I think being a super rare suits him very nicely. I don't think it would be quite the same if he was an ultra rare or something, but super rare fits super nice to his artwork in my opinion. His pose is simple but it works, and yeah, that's an not S, an A, A tier for me. And now there's Shinato. I know that there are a lot of people out there who love Shinato, and yeah, my love for it, yeah, is not there, you could say. The artwork is cool, the card is pretty strong, and in terms of value it's nice as well, but yeah, because I ran Fiends back in the day, and yeah, my friend Matthias, he had a fairy based deck. He didn't use this one, of course, because he didn't have it, but yeah, I always thought of fairies like, oh, no, that's the antagonist deck to my Fiends, so I don't have a special bond to it, but yeah, for his cool artwork, for his stats, and for his value, I think he's fairly placed in B tier. Blast Held by a Tribute is another card that I remember, but this one because I wanted to have it, and today I think, why did I want to have it? It's pretty bad, and yeah, I don't know. We were younger. We didn't have too great of an understanding of which cards were great and which ones were not. So yeah, Blast Held by a Tribute was a card that I wanted to have, and when I had it, I was happy. But other than that, it's not too great. The artwork itself, yeah, kind of okay. I'm tempted to put it in D, but because I have some fond memories of it, that salvages it to go into C. For now, it's pretty balanced. Of course, the top and the bottom are a little heavier, but the midfield is strong, how it should be. Width and data, normally you have a bunch more in the middle, and the upper and lower ends of the spectrum are a little thinner, so if it works out like that, I'm happy. This is Reflect Bounder, and the German translation for it is pretty weird because he's called Reflektor Lump, and Lump, yeah, you could say this is an older term for an idiot or for a simple mind or whatever, or for someone who is, yeah, kind of a small fry criminal, you could say. So I don't know why they translated it like that. Yeah, but whatever. I don't know what bounder means as well, so maybe it's the same and they translated it nicely, but Reflektorlump in German is kind of funny. I use this. Some of you might have seen it in my machine goat deck profile, and that's because, of course, he's a machine. He has some decent stats, usable effect, and he's a light target, so you can use it in chaos decks as well. If you have too few light monsters, you can throw this one in, and it's kind of decent. It's one card per deck in gold format, so yeah, decent card, funny naming. Let's put it in B, because the artwork itself is not too crazy. And of course, Robo used it in the anime, I think. Here's Mudora, an Ishizu card, an original Ishizu card. And this one was a card that Matthias had, my friend, and he used it to great effect. I didn't use it, of course, but that's a cooler artwork for fairies in my opinion, because yeah, he's springing right into action, and yeah, the effect is kind of decent. He has some okayish stats by itself, and the effect pumps it up even more. So yeah, a card that can be used in older formats, and I think it's fair to place this one in B as well. Oh, nice. Berserk Dragon, another card that I remember I tried using it, and alongside Dark Necrofear, I think, in my Fiend deck, because Dark Necrofear was level 8. When it got sent to the graveyard, I could activate a deal with Dark Ruler and special summon this one, and snatch a monster with Dark Necrofear during the end phase as well. So yeah, of course, that strategy was much stronger in my imagination than it was in yeah, real life. So yeah, I have some cool memories of trying to use this card. That didn't work out, but I like the artwork itself. Why does the skeletal dragon have that long flowing hair? Yeah, kind of funny. And the overall design, I think, is nice. So this is another A tier for me. DD Warrior Lady. Of course, you can't build a gold format deck without her. Or if you do, it's kind of weird to not use her. Her artwork itself is nothing too spectacular in my opinion. Yeah, she's cool because she's yeah, she's viable in decks, but other than that, not too great. Yeah, her plain white sword that I really liked in DD Designator in the Invasion of Chaos video is, yeah, kind of small here, so that doesn't cut it, pun intended. So yeah, even though she's a pretty good card, she goes in B, in my opinion. Oh, nice. Next up is Exodia Necross. This card is one that I pulled myself. It's usually sitting in one of these magnet holders, but yeah, to shuffle up the cards I put it out. And yeah, Exodia Necross is one of the most valuable cards in the set, after Vampire Lord probably the number 2, or sometimes they are pretty close together. Yeah, it's a dark version of Exodia, as the name suggests. It was used by Kaiba's stepfather, I think, in the anime, and yeah, other than that, yeah, in terms of playability, it's not great, of course, but for collectors, it's a nice card, and the artwork is strong, but not as strong as these, in my opinion, so Exodia Necross is a B, in my opinion. It's kind of getting close with space. Let me check out. Yeah, I have some space left. Here we have Dark Flare Knight. This is kind of Joey's and Yugi's signature monsters fusion with Dark Magician and Flame Swordsman. Yeah, it's the first version of Mirage Knight, and I think it's fair to put both of them together. I'm kind of having a dry mouth at the moment, so my pronunciation might be a little iffy, but I think he goes well with his counterpart, and that's it for these two guys. I have 3 cards left, and one of them is Terror King Archfiend. As some of you might know, or even more, I love Summon Skull, and this is basically Summon Skull 2.0, because he has the same stat line, he looks the same, and yeah, he has the skull in his name. So yeah, strong artwork in all his electrocuting glory, you could say. This is a simple choice for me. This is A. A different dimension dragon, on the other hand, will not be found in the upper half of my tier list here. What I like about this card is the subtle super rare effect, because it's just on the dragon and not on the background. I hope you can see it. But other than that, yeah, I don't think I have any memories of. Hi, welcome back. I think I exceeded my 15-minute camera limit, so there I'm back again. I hope I can glue the videos together, because I'm not too much into editing, but I will do my very best. And yeah, different Dimension Dragon. I don't know what parts were able to be filmed before it ended, but this one is a D tier for me, even though it has a cool super rare effect. Yeah, that doesn't yeah, lift it up to C or B, but the card itself is pretty bad, so nothing much more to say. Then we have Spell Vanishing as the last card that I will sort here today. This features Breaker the Magical Warrior, if I'm not completely mistaken, and the card itself is, yeah, basically a 3-for-1 trade, but it also, yeah, kills other cards of the same name than the target it negated. So the effect is not great in my opinion. You need to waste 3 of your cards to negate 1, and you even thin the opponent's deck from time to time, so in terms of playability this is about as bad as it gets in my opinion. And other than that, Breaker in the artwork is kind of okay, but nothing that would warrant a placement in B, so this is C in my opinion. And yeah, that's it for the cards I have here and that I can sort manually. Some of you might have noticed that one card is missing. I ordered it a while ago, and it was actually sent to me, but the condition was pretty bad. It was listed as near mint, and it didn't quite look like that, so I had to send it back, and that's the reason I can't show it to you today. But you can let me know in the comments which card that is missing in this tier list, and if you want, you can also share where you would have put it if you find out what it was. So yeah, I'm eagerly awaiting your comments. I want to read them, I want to answer them if I can, and of course, thank you so much for watching. I hope this series is interesting for you, for you, I don't know. I hope it's interesting, and many people like it, so if you like it, share it with your friends, and as always, thank you for watching on Random Old School Yu-Gi-Oh! Bye bye!